Week 2 of the National Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Cowboys and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, our quarterback matchup here, it's a good one. Joe Burrow of the Bengals, Dak Prescott of the Cowboys.
And you're talking about two young quarterbacks with exceptional skill sets that we believe are ascending. I think that each is on a path where they may be headed towards All-Pro, maybe even MVP status, and they want to carry their teams along with them.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Prescott looks to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati's offense takes the field and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won comeback player of the year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Mixon running wide side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarter.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And really, you can't have a better situation than this. First and goal at the 1. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When the Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper, it was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from C.D. Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here and moves the chains. Play fake. Here's Prescott on the move to his left.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw again on second down. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 60 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Washington. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Prescott to throw on fourth. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
The extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all finished on the touchdown reception by Ezekiel Elliott. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Burrow looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end Sample. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First down. Here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Burrow will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Gets past one man, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Taken down at the 42. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go option to the short side. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now Prescott. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. This defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Garibay on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Prescott now. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Garibay's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play action. It's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the tackle, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now it's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Burrow on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. Now it's Burrow.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Burrow going to throw again. He gets this one to Boyd. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Washington's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jared Goff, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. A touchdown run for James Conner. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him. But, you know, the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make. And that way you try and get his confidence back up.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Burrow on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Cowboys to take over.
They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down.
Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
Running right through him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Second down, Prescott. Complete to Washington.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Prescott now on 2nd down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Garabay's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 99 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And a lane slow and materializing there as they'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Burrow. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Elliott, toss right. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. on 2nd and 13. Prescott to the right side, incomplete to Washington. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Prescott. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man, it's Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott on 1st down. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Garabay's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of...
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Burrow. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow to the right side and complete to Hurst. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
But now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Elliott. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback.
His first rushing touchdown of the year.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside give to Elliott.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A give to Elliott.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The give is to Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Garibay's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals set to take over. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. From midfield now, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now.
Burrow, he'll drop this one down to Mixon.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Burrow completing this to Chase.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Stanley Morgan
from 13 yards out.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go to Elliott again. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Cowboys, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.